What's going on, guys? Mega Gig back with another video. The day has come. September 28th, the game Total War Warhammer 2 has been released for the rest of us peasants who didn't get early access. And I just checked the vote right before I got in game, and wouldn't you know it, it is tied. It is indeed tied, and so what we're going to do both campaigns. And as you may have seen from the title, this is the High Elves campaign. Not too long after release, after today, within a couple weeks, supposed to be the Mortal Empires campaign release, which if you own both Total War Warhammer 1 and 2, it's going to combine the campaign maps. They haven't said exactly how it's going to combine them, and the maps themselves were kind of made at different scales. So what I'm thinking is it's probably going to be a lot like Empire, where there's kind of a loading screen across the maps. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into a High Elves campaign here, and then when the Mortal Empires campaign is released in a couple of weeks, we will start a Dark Elves campaign with the whole thing, because I don't think it's going to be save game compatible. I tried looking it up and I couldn't really find anything, but from what it sounds like, it's probably not going to be save game compatible. So our High Elves campaign probably won't get to enjoy the old world as well. With that being said, we will be doing a High Elves campaign now. We're going to be playing as Tyrion. Not Lannister. We might rename him Lannister if we can. That would be cool. And then we're going to be doing the Dark Elves, Malekith, when the Mortal Empires campaign comes out. This is a vanilla playthrough. Both of these will be vanilla playthroughs. However, when those are done, if you guys want to see modded playthroughs, I can take some mod suggestions, get some mods to do playthroughs, and then I can play as the opposite faction leaders as well. I love their hats, or helmets, or whatever you want to call them. I guess they're helmets. Yeah, I'm going to call them a hat just because of that. And then, yeah, we can also play some modded playthroughs of these others, or vanilla playthroughs if you guys want to see them as well. So, yeah. Real quick, I'll show you guys the graphical settings I'm using, just because some of you are probably curious. We're running 1080p, running in window mode. And a couple of these things have been changed just because I'm getting some crashes for some reason. We may change them at a later date if we can. We're just running DirectX 11. For some reason, I have a lot of trouble getting into a campaign on DX12. It runs fine, but I get a lot of crashes, and it happened on Total War Warhammer 1 too. So I don't know if it's just my video card or what. Like I said, once I get in, it runs just fine, but, you know, for whatever reason. So we're just doing that. We've got reflections on. Depth of field I don't really care for, so we've got off. We've got fog on low because I don't really care for it on high. Everything else is basically maxed out. VSync seems to add in a better recording experience. We've got that on. And unlimited video memory because I've got plenty of video memory. Everything else pretty much maxed out. And yeah, that is basically it. I've ran both the benchmarks. They ran fine. Should run fine for recording as well. So with that being said, I was wanting to do a campaign, something kind of different than what the bigger channels were doing, like Lionheart. But if you go to his channel, he got all kinds of access. He's basically got all the campaigns on his channel already anyways, as do some others. So we're just going to have to jump in with what was voted for. And High Elves is on top of the voting thing. So yeah, we're just going to do High Elves. Like I said, when Mortal Campaigns comes out here in a couple weeks. Maybe it'll be just a week. I don't know. But we'll play as Malekith, and we'll do a Dark Elves campaign. Let's get into what we got here. We've got intrigue. Influence can be spent on superior lords or used to affect diplomacy between factions. And we've got espionage. Trade agreements allow line of sight to assets controlled by the trade partner. So that's really nice. It's kind of early in the morning, so I guess I'm having trouble reading. Martial prowess. Superior coordination in melee combat when High Elves enter battle at full strength. So that's nice. We're going to have a big benefit in the beginning of battle. So hopefully we can wear them down with some ranged units, go in and tear them up, and then maybe come in and charge behind them and finish them off. The Lothern initial challenge is easy, which is good. Because it's going to be a lot like Total War Warhammer 1. I didn't do any of those campaigns on here, but there are going to be some changes, so it's nice to have the initial challenge be easy for the first campaign. We are going to turn this up to hard. Probably won't be doing Legendary because I don't like that it restricts camera views, and you can't issue orders when battle is paused and things like that, because when you've got really big battles, sometimes just to keep up with the computer, you have to pause for a second to issue some orders. Yeah, we're just going to be doing hard, and we will do very hard later on. And recruitment duration, -1 turn for infantry and cavalry units, minimum of 1. That's pretty nice. Faction effect, Lord effect, upkeep -35% for spearmen, archers, and silver helms for our Lord's army. So minus upkeep is always nice, gives us some more income. And we have the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower that we start out with. It's field artillery. Has armor-piercing missiles and multi-shot ammunition, which is really cool. And then we also get a Phoenix, a monstrous beast, the Flamespire Phoenix. It has armor-piercing, rebirth, which means it has a chance to regain some of its health when death is imminent. Really nice. Attuned to magic and death from above. And we've got flaming attacks, magical attacks, and we've also got an ability, which is really cool. Wake of Fire, which is just like a flame ability, so we'll definitely get into that. That is super cool. Without further ado, we're going to start the campaign. I'm going to shut up and be quiet during the actual video. Yeah, and then we'll go through the loading screen. I may go ahead and cut the recording off during the loading screen because I have tried to start this once before and I got a crash, and that's when I changed it back down to DirectX 11. So that way it doesn't ruin this first part of the recording, and then I'll restart up when the campaign starts up right at the beginning so you guys won't miss anything. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to let you guys watch the video, those of you that haven't seen it, and I'm going to shut my trap.
Who are the Vassal? An enigma to men and dwarfs who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage Calador Dragontamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with two tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the Pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lawmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
Intrigue already. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'll read this and then I'll cut this off just in case it crashes. Or maybe it's just going to zoom right through. Darn.
Fellow Asur, rally to my banner. Ulthuan is under attack, and the great vortex imperiled like never before. The Druki invade us in number. No doubt Malekith or his twisted crone of a mother have sensed weakness in the vortex. Their attack is blatant. They come directly for the sea gates of Lofern. The seat of the Phoenix King must not fall. Finnobar has entrusted me to lead the counterattack. Join my cause, brave Asur, and together we shall overcome. The Druki cannot be allowed to despoil the sanctity of Ulthuan. Draw your weapons, and by Asurian's will shall we prevail.
All right. Really quick, before we get any further, let me check, make sure the recording's still going. It is. All right, so how the Lothern play influence. High Elf factions gain influence as political events fall in their favor, which may be spent on court intrigues and on recruiting more powerful lords and heroes. Intrigue court. High Elves can spend their influence on intrigues at the court, whispered deals in the halls of power that pull strings to improve and worsen the diplomatic relations between factions. Espionage. High Elves use trade agreements to spy on their partners, and we can see everything they got, basically, which is super, super nice. Mission issued. Ensure that one of the following buildings have been constructed. Lothern Elven Village. All right, and
within the occupied cities suggest that the Druki are on the hunt for ancient scrolls of power. I am no sorcerer, but this is ill news.
They must surely be stopped, indeed. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction. Looks like they own the Glittering Tower here. We'll gain 1,000 money, 2 influence, and weigh fragments 8. The fragments are used to get up these rituals so we can keep the vortex under our control, basically. We've got 2 missions. Build, what was it? The Elven Village, which is, basically number 2 here. Alright, we'll take a look at that in a second. What do we got? The Glittering Tower, which is right here. And they don't really have much of a garrison. And what is this other Tower of Lysine? That is over here. Alright, let's take a look at this map real quick. Alright, so here is the area that we're at. And can I not scroll? There we go. That's a different button. Here's the area we start out at. Here, I think the Dark Elves are up in here. This is basically the entire world map. And then the old world is somewhere over here, kind of, sort of. I might put a link in the description of what the entire Warhammer kind of universe world map looks like. And basically, I think there's going to be kind of like a loading screen where you probably sail your ships across or something. The Seas of Chaos. This might actually even be part of the old world. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, super cool. There's the vortex. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, we were out of there, I guess. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and construct that. We don't really start off with much of an army. It does want us to take this. I don't see any reinforcements. Let's take a look at this vortex real quick. It disappears when we get too close. It's already Already ready. Alright, we've looked at all that stuff.
The Reaper.
I suppose we can go in and take the Glittering Tower. It did want us to capture and occupy a settlement. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter which one. I suppose we can take this one. It's closer. The Glittering Tower. And then we'll move up to Tower of Lysine. And then that will give us control of the whole province. And, yeah, and then maybe we'll move up here and get rid of these guys altogether.
Alariel's champion.
Where would we cross? We'd cross right there.
Onward.
Let's see. We start out with, we've got some spearmen, we've got some archers, and we've got our 2 special units. What can we recruit? More spearmen and more archers. I don't think we're really going to need them. Like I said, I don't see an army here other than the garrison army, which is just 5 units. They've got some bleak swords, dread spears, dark shards. I'm not entirely sure what those units are, but
Shield of Alariel.
let's go in and see what happens. We've got our flaming sword.
Mercy.
The city has
Yeah,
been
we've only
reached,
got that.
and your warriors are prepared for battle, mighty lord.
All right. Normally, if we get a balance of power of like 75% or more, we'll probably just auto-resolve. However, because I want to get a look at the units, and this might be the first campaign that you guys are seeing, we're going to go ahead and fight the battle. If they don't have walls, it'll just take you out here. Kind of something I miss about the old Rome and even Rome 2 is any settlement you fought, unless they sallied out to fight you, you would fight in the city. If there were walls, you'd need siege equipment. If not, you just run through the city. But yeah, I do miss that, and really looking forward to Medieval 3. Yeah, hopefully that stuff will have that.
To deploy for battle, my lord.
Yes, 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 I know that. Can we turn... Where is the advisor? Advisor settings. Let's just do minimal. Yeah. Alright, let's get our units lined up. Let's line up our spearmen. We're going to put them here. Have our archers in front, ready to fire.
We are defended from above.
And we're going to put Tyrion right here. Put these guys behind. And our Phoenix will be back over here. Whoops. That is not our Phoenix. Our Phoenix will be back over here. Here's his ability, flaming ability. He just kind of poops fire down on him, basically. Let's get these guys a little more spread out.
Understood. Lilith came to me. We will be victorious. Look,
All right, let's take a look at these units here.
skies.
I feel like my standard camera. That's what I want. There we go. All right, let's take a look at our units. First, Tyrion. Nice flaming sword. Zoom in on him. Looks pretty awesome. Our spearmen, even though they are just regular units, they still look super cool, super professional, super disciplined. And then the archers, even the same. So great detail. They even have quivers. And then, of course, the Phoenix. Let's get a good look at him. Yeah, all kinds of flames going off of him. And I don't see their units. It looks like maybe they're hiding. Let's move this up a little bit more. Now let's see. We're on single shot. Let's go to multi-shot here. And we'll just let them fire. Move these guys up a little bit. What's their range like? Their range is pretty good. They're going to pepper them. Yes, I know about that. I said minimal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're hammering them good. Oh, man, we are hammering them good. And we're going to let our archers keep going, and then we'll pull our spearmen up when they get close. And then we'll send our phoenix in. And they are already routing. Yes, 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 I know. And, alright, let's pull our spearmen up. Give them a little rotation.
Waver, my lord. Their troops begin to flee. Run the cowards down.
Let's get our phoenix in there. Oh, darn. You have to actually be over them. I thought you'd be able to aim that. Poop. Alright, let's get Tyrion in there as well. Oh, darn, we already won. Well, we're gonna chase him down. We're gonna let our archers fire on him anyways. Let's go ahead and do one more flaming attack. While we get a chance to look at it, you can see there, boop, boom. It's kind of like dropping a fiery egg bomb. One more for good measure, and then we'll end the battle. Bloop, poof. All right. Well, not a whole lot to that battle. Decisive victory. I like the ranged units better in here than Warhammer 1. I like the archers. There were a lot of crossbowmen in Warhammer 1. They didn't seem as effective. Maybe it was just me. Not a whole lot of loot gained from that. What else we got? Enchanted item. Nice. We'll check that out. Rank gain 2. Ability Dragon Horn for 29 seconds. Gives me 25% missile damage and weapon damage. Missile damage isn't going to help me much. It's not a ranged unit, but the weapon damage is nice. And what do we've got here? We can just occupy, loot, and occupy. Suitable climate. That's nice. Plunder or raise. Well, we are definitely going to occupy. We're not really going to get a lot of money from this, so we're just going to occupy. What the suitable climate means in this game is you can occupy pretty much any settlement now. In Warhammer 1 you couldn't, in the vanilla version anyways. And basically now they took that out because they got a lot of criticism for it. Nice. But what that means is if it's not suitable climate you can still occupy, but you're going to have a harder time growing the settlement. We'll get into that later on. I like being able to have a lot more buildings. Let's see what we've got here. Glittering tower. We can't actually build that. Let's just look at stuff we can build for now. We'll get to that. We can build a plaza, which will give us income, a little bit of income, some public order. We can build an elven craftsman, which will give us some more income, and elven trinkets resource produce 6 chests. And then we can build a homestead, which gives us growth and casualty replenishment. We're pretty good on income right now. Let's go with the homestead and help us grow this up a little further.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
And we've got a skill point as well. We've got tons of skills in this, and we've only got 1 point. Since they added skills to this, I was really hoping that they would add in like 2 points per level. There are mods that allow you to have more points per level, and I really like that after you've played the vanilla enough. That way it opens up all the skill points. It's really nice. But for now, this is at rank 12, rank 10. Melee attack would be nice. Campaign movement range, public order, additional trade resources. Recruitment, ambush defense unit experience. Let me see. Yeah, I knew there was some casualty replenishment in there somewhere. Research rate would be really nice. And renown and fear. Alright. Let's go with this because it gives us 3 nice bonuses. This will make Tyrion better in battle and a little bit stronger. Give us an early advantage on enemies. And then we'll probably go down this to get kind of our economy and basis structured. So let's just go ahead and go with that. And let's check his details. There is his dragon horn. We don't have anything else unlocked right now. And then let's check our technology first. What do we got for technologies? I guess nothing. No technologies unlocked yet. Building required rally field. So we have to buy. We have to get some buildings before we unlock any of these technologies. At first, I see. And then what about diplomacy? That was kind of interesting how it just scrolled around like that. Who are we friendly with? The Yavrisi. Feel free to correct my pronunciation. Feel free to correct my pronunciation. That's these guys here. Correct? I'm not sure why it's scrolling way up there, unless maybe that's their capital. Friendly with them right now. And we're not going to go to war with them. The map doesn't seem quite as friendly as Total War Warhammer 1. I'm trying to click these things to select them, and it's not necessarily letting me. We do have a non-aggression pact with Tyrannoc, but we are deteriorating, so we may end up going to war with them. And Illyrian is over there. So we may end up going to war with these guys later on. So we might end up going around that way first. Let's see if we can't get a trade agreement with these guys. Alright, nice. That opened up our vision on them. And what about these guys? And they're also over there. And they're not too happy with us. No options. What about Illyrian? And they are friendly and improving. Let's see if we can't get a trade agreement with them as well. Nice. Opened up a lot of view. And the Dark Elves, they're actually kind of friendly with us, considering. Relatively. Alright. We're out of there. No more buildings. What is this? Rights. Perform rights. But we need money, and this right cannot be performed. Unlock after researching 3 technologies. So, very cool. We've got rights we can recite that take a certain amount of turns and cost money, and they have an effect duration. So I assume you can probably recite them again. Maybe they're like kind of buffs that you can get as you recite them, or after you're done reciting, and then you get the effects for 10 turns before you have to do it again. And then intrigue at court. Lothern, we can. Oh, okay. So we can select a faction and try and improve. We don't have enough influence to do any intrigue right now, though, so no big deal. And then objectives. Let's look at our objectives. Complete all rights. Win the following battle. The final battle. That's the Vortex victory. The domination victory is destroy these factions and maintain control of 50 provinces, either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Nice. I believe that is everything. There is our influence there. There's the money we have now, treasury. There's the income. Elven espionage. And yeah, so now we can see all the way around here, which is super cool. Nice little rainbow there. I am really intrigued on how they're going to combine the maps. I wonder if we can...
How can we be of assistance?
We can ask them to join a confederation if we get friendly enough with them. And so to not have to go to war with them later on, we might try and improve our relations a lot. And yeah, they accepted that. Let's see if we can't get military access to. Nice, nice. Super friendly with them. We may end up be able to confederate with them later on. Super, super nice. All right, well, I believe that's it. Let's end the turn. What is this? Notification settings. That's right. They've got a new in-turn thing that will give you a notification if you have something that's not done, which we don't. There's no explanation point. So let's end the turn. End turns are still supposed to be pretty fast. However, on the Mortal Empires campaign, they are supposed to be pretty slow. because of all the different stuff that's going on. It's like almost doubling the factions and doubling the map size and all that. So yeah. All right, our homestead has been constructed. And yeah, we've got -2 to our public order, taxes and difficulty level, and province instability, which we will get to 0 in a couple turns. I never really liked having the difficulty level be a factor in public order. I wish they would have changed that. It's just a cheap way to make the game harder instead of actually making the game harder. It's one thing that mods bring in that is really, really nice, is they make the game harder in a lot of other ways and don't give you restrictions on certain things. We're going to go ahead and head up here and head for the Tower of Lycene. And then, let's see, all we can do is force march, but we can still recruit, I think. And we've got 3 recruitment slots. Let's get 2 more spearmen and 1 more thing of archers. And our public order is going down for now. Once we take this over, we'll be able to build some more, and we've got growth going too, which is nice. And we'll build a public order building as well. And I believe that's all we can do. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy for another turn here. Can't trade with these guys anymore. Can't trade with them.
What would you have of me?
So yeah, not a lot has changed.
Can I offer assistance?
This is improving a lot, but can't really do anything. It'll be a little while yet before we can confederate with them. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I did mute my microphone for just a second, having some allergies and whatnot build up going on here, so. And we can go ahead and take this as well.
For my queen.
And this one will be super easy. We're going to go ahead and fight it since it's early on. This will probably be the last really easy battle we fight. If we can just auto-resolve something, we will. But I kind of want to get a look at these units again. Another thing mods do is they make battles more difficult. Units don't route as easy. Some of the mods kind of take it too far. The radius mods I really like, but they kind of take it too far in some aspects. They, excuse me, enemies hardly route at all. Fight to the last man, which can be kind of annoying. Let's move him here. Put Tyrion over here on the side. Put our bolt throwers back in the middle. Let's deselect those. Move up a little bit. And the single shots seem like they do a lot of damage. The multi-shots are really cool, though. That's something new for Total War Warhammer, and it's super cool. Yeah, those guys are already taking a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and move our spears up. And this time Tyrion's going to get in the fight. Let's send him over here. And we're going to have him poop on them. Bloop. And attack. Let's send some more spears in to attack them. And these guys have skirmish mode on, so they've kind of changed their... Swing that sword, knock him down, Tyrion, come on. And we've already won. And wow, they can really send those arrows up. But go ahead and end the battle. I kind of miss I miss shield formations too, like the hoplite wall and phalanx and stuff like that from the historical titles. So I kind of wish they would have added that back in as well. Loot and occupy. Sack.
You will pay with your life.
Occupy. Let's loot and occupy. We'll get a little bit more money, even though we don't really need it. We will get a conquest penalty for 1 turn, and then 10 to the province instability. But we're going to have a couple of turns where we're not doing anything. We're going to be sitting in there. So let's go ahead and loot and occupy.
Shield against the darkness.
And 18, and then minus 30, and 10. So there's 40, and then 2 to devastation. So that'll be our 42. Let's go ahead and repair this and repair this. And we're actually going to get rid of this one because we don't need 2 militia camps. And this only requires a level 3 province. And so we can have it in here. These go up to level 3. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. That'll be repaired after 1 turn. And we've got another skill. Oh, I really want to go after these. Let's go with campaign movement range. Basically, these buff up your economy and armies and things like that. These directly buff the stats of your armies, and this directly buffs your general. And then these are kind of his special abilities. So, and then the top ones, of course, are more special abilities and special items you can get through quest battles. Alright, province secured. We have attained complete control. This province is now possible to issue a commandment across the land. Nice. Alright, so we got both missions out of the way. Mission issued. Issue a commandment. We sure will. Right unlocked. Oh, we unlocked a right too. We'll take a look at that in a second. What do we got for commandments here? Banished corruption. Untainted +2. Rally citizen militia. Unit recruitment experience and recruitment capacity, construction and growth, income from trade and taxes, and campaign movement range, enemy hero success chance minus, and ambush success chance. We could really use public order right now, and unfortunately they don't have any public order things, which is kind of interesting. We're still doing okay on income. Let's go with growth for now. That way we can grow faster, get more buildings, etc., etc. We've got a rights that we can perform. It will cost us 2,000. Let's see how much we've got. We've got almost 8,000. It will cost us 2,000. Okay, so you perform the right, and it automatically takes effect for however many turns. But then it has a cooldown of 10 turns. Immune to attrition, casualty replenishment, untainted +10 all provinces. All good things. We don't really need them quite yet, so we're going to save that. We're going to save that until we're conquering somewhere. That way we can have more more casualty replenishment. We can't build anything else. We've got this here, which we can come and occupy, and we may actually do that in a couple of turns. Now, one thing you do have to be careful of, and I'm not sure, the Skaven in here, the rat people, basically, they occupy ruins, but I don't know if they're all over the map. I'm not entirely sure, or if they are just, if they just start out over here. I think the Skaven, where do they? I forget where they start, but they might have a chance to inhibit or inhabit all unoccupied ruins. Yeah. So let's see. So we're gonna save our right. What do we got here? Notification settings. Garrison Lord not moved. Nah, building upgrade available. Yeah, let's have that one on. We've got all of them on basically, but the last one. And we'll go ahead and end the turn because they're going to sit there for a while. we're going to kind of sit here until we get our public order under control, which we will do next turn. We'll build something that gives us some public order. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, they moved in, but they didn't actually move in and attack. That is good. Mission successful. Nice. Nice. Alright. Let's move him back up here. Bring Tyrion back up. And he's just out of range of getting in there. But he should be able to reinforce. And we can build a couple of things. So first off, let's get some public order. And actually, that can go up to... Yeah, that can go all the way up to level 5. So let's get some public order. And what is this? It would give us a noble, which replenishes troops, increases trade, secures influence, assassinate, and assault units. And it doesn't really say what abilities they have. Let me see here. They can get a couple of mounts. They've got quite a few abilities. Woundmaker, weapon strength. So that wouldn't be bad to have. Some cavalry would be nice. These riding archers, Illyrian archers. Whoops, what else do we got? That's basically it. Income, casualty, replenishment. Whoops. Alright, let's go with this. And we'll go ahead and go with this for now, too. And while we're here, we're going to recruit 2 more spearmen and 1 more thing of archers. And unfortunately, they may... what is our garrison like here? Our garrison is actually pretty good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 units, and they have 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, they have 14 units. All right. And what's the garrison like here? Let's not recruit any more units. Let's force march Tyrion into the Glittering Tower. Make sure we keep a hold of that, and then if they attack Lothern, we should be able to defend it with just the garrison army. And we're still going to save that right. And then, yeah, we need to go over there and take care of them fairly soon. So, no more buildings can be constructed. Our growth is going nicely. Let's end the turn and see what happens. And they are coming to attack me. Are they? Oh, they aren't. It's too bad I couldn't recruit. And we can grow, though. This is kind of out here all on its own, but we're friendly with these guys, so we shouldn't have to worry about being attacked. Let's buff this up. Let's go to normal stance. We got ranged riders here. Let's go ahead and recruit more if we can. And can we recruit another lord? We can recruit another lord. Melee attack -5. Ambush chance -50. All these guys have horrible... Oh, these guys have horrible traits. Ugh.
Ridiculous.
What about a hero? We cannot recruit a hero yet. And we still haven't unlocked any technologies. Military rally field, which is level 2 of this, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, actually, let's upgrade this so we can get a rally field. I actually kind of wish I could move this to here, which I can, but it would take a couple of turns. Let's go ahead and end the turn and see what happens. This first part is going to be rather long, And they are coming to attack us. Oh, and it actually says they have a better chance of winning. 3 things of archers, 5 things of spearmen, 2 swordsmen, some dark cloaks, and a Rathar. So they don't really have any special units, though. We should be okay. Should be okay. We might take some damage, but we should be okay. And when the battle is over, if we win, hopefully we do, we're going to run down a lot of these units because it's not a garrison army. It's an actual army, and we want them dead. We want the families dead. Let's get all our spearmen together here. Get our archers together. Line them up like this. Put our archers in front. And we'll have our spearmen move up. Tyrion's going to move with them. And where is... He's right in the middle. And then we're going to have him out here. And let's go ahead and start the battle. And let's get that multi-shot going. Should be able to pepper them pretty good. Let's have him attack that. Even though it's the multi-shot, it'll be hitting the enemies around there as well. Yeah, they're hitting all of them. Weaken their entire army. Then we're going to move our spears up in a second. Let's go ahead and move our spears up. Let's get our Phoenix close. I didn't have him selected. Let's get Tyrion in here. Poop. Bloof. No, don't fire at me. Let's poop on them. And poop on them. Go ahead and have him go in and attack. Let's have them take them out. Take them. They can fire on him. That's getting pretty annoying, so we're going to run these spearmen. Oh, dang, they're going to fire as soon as they... Well, let's do that, and then we'll have these guys come over here. They're broken. There we go. I do have that augment that I can use. Bring our archers up to here. Let's have that attack there. Let's have him get up in the air if he can. We are running them down. Send some spears in there. And let's have him poop right in the middle of them. Bloop. And bloop. And bloop. And bloop. And bloop. I guess you can just spam that. Bloop. Bloop. but then you run out. Which kind of makes sense. Alright, we won that pretty handily. Let's have these guys fire at will. Let's have all the archers fire at will. I forgot to take them off of skirmish mode. And then, yeah, we're going to chase a lot of them down if we can. And yeah, we didn't lose too many units. This unit took kind of a beating, mainly because they took a lot of archer fire. Don't get hit by all those. Yeah, we've only got one use on this. But yeah, we were able to win that pretty handily. Let's go ahead and fast forward. And that ought to be good enough. We'll end the battle. We're going to replenish because we are in our lands. They shouldn't replenish. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to look at the map, though, and see. See if this is their land or not. Yeah, we gained quite a bit from that. And we're actually going to force labor, so we'll replenish a lot of units. We got a pigeon plucker pendant, which is constant, and it gives enemies in a 40 millimeter or 40 meter range around us -5 to attack. So that's really nice. And oh darn, they're gonna retreat. Of course they are. And we gained a rank. We're now rank 4. Ooh. Sign, seal, and deliver. Expose him publicly. Influence, but an unhappy populace. We really need public order right now. Influence -7. That's kind of all I demand there. Seal. Influence +10. Demand there. Seal. Campaign movement range. Let's just replace him. We got plenty of money. Get influence. And then let's take a look at our events. Population surplus. Alright, battle victory. We got the pigeon plucker pendant. We gained a rank. And that's kind of nice. They let you go ahead and just see those from there. Let's go ahead and check out our rank real quick. And, ooh, what is this? Plus speed and melee defense. That is nice. I'd like to get over here and get that replenishment. That is always real nice. So I think we'll go down and try and get that. Additional resources. Let's go with public order. Once we get 4 skill points here, this will unlock, and it'll unlock the rest of that. So. And we are basically all the way replenished, so we're going to go right after them. Upgrade. Upgrade. We've got the money. Yeah, these are our lands here, so let's head after him. And yeah, we're just going to auto-resolve this. And let's go ahead and replenish. Alright, enemy killed in battle. And, oh, these aren't our lands. I thought they were. So, we want to... Where are our borders at? I guess this is the borders for there. We can't go into an encampment stance because we need 50% movement range, or 50 movement range. We don't have it. So can we get back? I don't think we can get back to actually replenish this turn.
I never tire.
And we can't recruit either. Let's just go into force march and see if we can't get back to at least our... Alright. Got back to at least our land to replenish. And we got another skill point. Nice. Let's go with more public order. We're going to need it. Because this is... We're going to have to garrison here for a little while. I hate to let them build up another army. But we're going to need to garrison here for just a bit. just a bit. We'll garrison next turn while we recruit a little bit more, or maybe we'll just go after that. I don't know. I really don't want them to build up another army. That's kind of aggravating. And what missions do we got now? Ensure that one of the following buildings have been constructed, a rally field. We will be doing that. Ensure that one of the following buildings, an elven tower, we'll be doing that. Another building they want us to construct, and search any ruined settlement for treasury. Alright. Once we get rid of this, we may come out here and search this, or we may come up here. I'd like to get another army going in the near future, and we unlocked another right. So it costs 2,000, 20 turn cooldown, lasts for 5 turns, gives us 2 influence per turn, minus construction costs, and plus 4 public order. Let's do it. We need that public order. So,
For my queen.
Alright, we recited a rite for 5 turns. Currently progressing towards the ritual of prognostication. And that is when we get more and more fragments. And then what is this first one? Ritual unavailable. Perform the ritual helps us to seal that. I'm still not 100% sure on the rituals. I haven't followed every single update video of this, so yeah. Alright, so we've got good public order, or it's getting there anyways. I think that is going to conclude this first part, guys. So if you liked the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know what you thought of this first part, things that maybe you would like me to do different, or, you know, if you liked everything. And suggest some names, too. We can go in and we can rename each one of these guys if you want. And, yeah, I don't think you can rename the entire army. You just got Tyrion here. And I don't believe you can rename... Yeah, you can't rename lords, unfortunately. It'd be nice if you could add a last name. But we can rename these guys. Give me some good names for something like my Phoenix and my Bolt Thrower. Yeah, and we will put them in the game. Let me know what you guys thought of this first part. And, yeah, guys. Again, if you liked the video, leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I sure do appreciate it. I enjoy every single one of my viewers. So thank you guys for watching, and more good stuff to come. Take care.